Ratchet on train saw me? How? Daisy.
She was awake?
And then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie still while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily sedated. Your pulse is very weak.
I have to finish my story. Ratchet can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no fear of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
We must hear her story.
This woman needs rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue. But I warn you, it will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will, and I have other witnesses to interrogate. You are right. Let's not put this poor woman in danger. There will be plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered. By all means, tell me the results of your examination.
Character analysis. Alright. Hello everyone, this is Heidi here and welcome to Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express. Now, we are back to the present. Now, just to analyze her character. The detective is just 32. Yes.
That's the right answer.
The Journey of the Orient Express. Time of death.
Can you estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but not complete. I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
That tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far.
Cause of death.
What is the cause of death?
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso. It's odd there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
It seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken sleeping pills during the night.
Ah, that would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
Ratchet smokes.
Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't smoke. Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
Stab wounds.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
I counted 12 in all. 1 or 2 are so slight as to be practically scratches. On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death. The angle of the wounds is instructive. Most appear to have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see, this one, under the right armpit, it's not a deadly blow given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it. It was most certainly struck with the left hand.
So, our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are just as obviously right-handed.
How to explain the variety of blows delivered? Multiple killers or the body has been moved? Oh, multiple killers?
Do we have a first and second murderer, as the great Shakespeare would put it? The first murderer stabs his victim and exits left, turning off the light. Then a second murderer comes in the dark, does not see his or her work has been done, and stabs a dead body.
Magnificent.
You think so? I'm glad. It sounds to me a little like nonsense.
Interesting. Leave the conversation.
Thank you, Doctor. Excellent work under difficult circumstances. Please let me know when I may speak again with Mademoiselle Locke.
Of course.
Owner of the vape liquid, what is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Ask passengers if they like the taste of bananas. Ask passengers if they smoke, or offer passengers a cigarette. Ask would be nice. Oh yeah.
Yes, that's certainly a good place to start.
Of course. Now, what is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Recall a conversation about vapes or cigarettes. Ask book to remember who smokes a vape. Remember people I have seen smoking. Oh, okay. I can't remember a conversation about vapes or cigarettes. Ask book to remember. Not sure. I'll just go with the third one, I guess. Remember people I have seen smoking.
Yes, I have personally seen some passengers smoking. I just have to remember who they were.
Now, what is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Ask someone who smokes a lot if they know a vape smoker. Search the suitcases of all passengers. Wait for the next stop at the station. Ask someone who smokes a lot. Okay.
Yes, I suppose it's likely they will give me the list of who smokes what.
Yes, note to self.
That was easy.
Just ask. Collect object wounds diagram. The vape smoker. New mystery. Continue interrogations. Miss Locke and
How is
Ratchet.
Mademoiselle Locke, Doctor?
Her vital signs are improving, but she is still unconscious.
I understand. Thank you for looking after her.
Thank you, Doctor. Okay. Alright, what is here with the minimap? Miss Locke and Ratchet. Now, what are the links between Miss Locke and Ratchet? Miss Locke is a police officer. Photo of Daisy stuff. Yes. This police officer. Yes. And hid from Ratchet, spying on Ratchet on the platform. Yeah.
I'm right again.
Nice.
That happens to me a lot.
It happens to me a lot. I'm just kidding. Okay. Continue interrogations. Okay. Now, who should we ask now? Right? Oh man. When will the help come? Okay, 101, 102, 103, 104. Oh no, this is... okay. Whoops, my bad. 106. Gotta ask the neighbors now.
Captain Arbuthnot, I beg your pardon, but could you answer a few questions for me?
I'm grateful you found my ticket, Poirot, but now is not convenient.
I certainly didn't expect such a resistance.
What have you been doing there, mister? Okay, Mr. Arbuthnot is not available. Go to first class then. Right, 201. That's my room. Either in the bar lounge or in the restaurant. Yeah, that's where the people are. And the kitchen as well. Hello, excuse me. Someone in? Oh. Okay, nothing. To the bar lounge.
Most of the passengers pass by the bar during the day. They eat, drink, write. Maybe I can use this information for my investigation.
How can you find out who is left-handed? Ask the Mr. Fosher to observe the hands of the passengers. Ask passengers directly if they are right-handed or left-handed. Ask Book if this passenger information is stored somewhere. I mean, I could ask Mr. Fosher to observe, but at the same time, I could just ask them directly. Directly?
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Okay, observe.
No, it's too unreliable. Anyone could lie.
Okay. Right,
Good
observe.
job. Yes, it could work. He appears to be an observant young man and serves the passengers regularly.
Okay, now what is the best way to know if someone is right-handed or left-handed? Ask everyone to hold something in their hands. Ask everyone to write something. Ask everyone to reveal which hand they write with. Oh, of course, everyone to write something.
Fantastic. Yes, if I ask them to write something trivial, they may do it instinctively with their dominant hand.
And what is the best way to know if someone is right-handed or left-handed? Ask Mr. Michel to keep track of who is left-handed. Remember a conversation with M. Book about the hands of passengers. For people I have tested before, remember if they use their right or left hand. A third one is the long.
Nice.
Third one is super long. That
Yes,
should be the answer.
Remember which people use their right or left hand. My little gray cells did not let me down.
I think Mr. Mitchell is right-handed. He's the only person I saw writing something. Yeah.
Mademoiselle Debenham, I have a few questions for you.
Of course.
Last night.
Let's start with your movements last night.
There's little to tell. I went to bed and slept.
Did you know the man who was killed?
I saw him for the first time during lunch yesterday.
Did you notice anything about him?
Well, if I believed in auras, I might say he seemed dark.
Write her address.
Would you mind writing your address on this paper for me?
Not at all.
You're right-handed.
That's it. Mademoiselle Debenham is right-handed.
Okay, Miss Olsen.
Do you recall what time Mademoiselle Olsen went to get some aspirin from Madame Hubbard?
I remember glancing at the clock. She left our room just after 10:30 p.m.
Was she away for a long time?
About 5 minutes.
That confirms what Madame Hubbard told me.
Smoker.
Do you smoke by any chance?
No, I never have.
And a scarlet kimono.
Do you own a scarlet nightgown?
No, it isn't mine.
Whose then?
I don't know. What do you mean?
You do not say, I have no such thing. You say, it isn't mine. Meaning that you know who it belongs to, am I correct?
Oh, I see. No. I woke up this morning about 5 a.m. with the feeling that the train had been standing still for a long time. I opened the door, and I saw someone in a scarlet kimono some way down the corridor. Her back was turned. It was impossible to see who it was.
I understand.
Write that this for my interrogation.
Thank you for your assistance, mademoiselle.
Thank you. The one with the daisy on the door.
Mademoiselle, I am sorry to disturb you, but I need to ask you a few questions.
Are you the investigator?
I am.
We are lucky you are on the train. What do you want to know?
Last night?
I hear, mademoiselle, that you were the last person to see the murdered man alive.
I do not know. It may be so. I opened the door of his compartment by mistake. I was much ashamed. It was a most awkward mistake.
You actually saw him?
Yeah, he was reading a book.
And what did you do after that, mademoiselle?
I went in to the American lady, Mrs. Hubbard. I asked her for some aspirin, and she gave it to me. I usually carry extra aspirin for the refugees, but I gave mine to a camp in Turkey. They needed it more than me.
Swedish. A nurse. 46. Yeah. Yeah.
Et voilà.
Et voila. Now, communication door.
Did Mrs. Hubbard ask you whether the communicating door between her compartment and that of Monsieur Ratchet was bolted?
Yes,
And was it?
yes.
And after that, what did you do?
After that, I went back to my compartment, took the aspirin, and lay down. That was around 10:50 p.m.
Roommate.
Is there anyone else in your compartment?
Yeah, a young English lady. Very nice, very amiable.
After the train left Vinkovsky, did she leave the compartment?
No, I am sure she did not.
Why are you so sure, if you were asleep?
I sleep very lightly. I am used to waking at a sound. I am sure that if she had come down from the berth above, I should have awakened.
Did you yourself leave the compartment after that?
Not until this morning.
Scarlet kimono.
Do you have a scarlet silk kimono, mademoiselle?
No, indeed. I have a good comfortable dressing gown of Jaeger material.
Jaeger. Smoker.
Do you smoke, mademoiselle?
No, I can't stand the smell of tobacco.
And then write her address.
Perhaps you will be so amiable as to write me down your address.
With pleasure.
Right-handed.
Mademoiselle Olsen is indeed right-handed.
All right. Thank you.
This was a very interesting conversation, mademoiselle. I thank you.
If you have any other questions, I'll be in my compartment. Good luck, Mr. Poirot.
Okay, a contradiction. Which, select two elements which reveal the contradiction in the testimonies of Miss Debenham and Miss Olsen. Miss Olsen went to bed around 10:55. According to Miss Olsen, Miss Debenham slept through the night. Miss Olsen got some aspirin at 10:30. Miss Debenham saw the woman in the red kimono in the corridor at 5 a.m. And Miss Olsen did not leave her compartment all night. Slept through the night and saw the woman in the red kimono? Miss Olsen should have heard Miss Debenham leave at 5 a.m. Okay.
Strange, this story. If Mademoiselle Olsen is such a light sleeper, why didn't she tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham getting out of bed? She even made a point to tell me the opposite. That was easy.
Okay, next. Tracking dominant hands. Is Mrs. Howard right or left-handed? She's right-handed.
Right.
Is Mr. Michel or right-handed?
Nice.
Yeah, I remember this one.
That was easy.
Oh, and another one. Who smokes? Does not smoke.
Right.
Smokes. Smokes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Does not smoke?
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. Are you?
Smokes.
Good job.
Sorry. And does not smoke.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Oh, he
Are you a
smokes, but
smoker?
he
Yes.
stopped.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? I don't know. Oh well.
Et voilà.
Okay. On with them. Now. To the restaurant we go. More people. You are
observe
right-handed.
Instead.
No questions needed. She's right-handed.
I'll keep an eye on them instead.
Right. Oh. Right. And right-handed. Okay. They're both right-handed too. Dominant hand. There's right-handed, right-handed. Yeah.
I'm right again.
So are they all
that happens
innocent
to me a lot.
then?
I'll keep an eye on them instead.
No questions for these three people for now?
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
Last night.
It is, of course, about the murder of Monsieur Ratchet. Can you tell me your movements last night?
I understand. Yesterday evening, I took a break at Vinkovsky station with Hotaru. We then went to our quarters in the staff accommodations, a section of the luggage car. Freya was there, reading, and I went to bed right after. Freya is there now, I think, and Hotaru is in the kitchen. They can verify my story.
What time was this?
11:30 p.m. or a bit after. The snow is beginning to fall heavily.
I see. Thank you.
Write his address.
Can you write your address on this paper, please?
You want to pay me a visit?
Who knows, Monsieur Fauché?
You are right-handed too.
He is right-handed, there can be no doubt.
But I do feel like he's the type to smoke a vape.
Are you a smoker?
I'm trying to quit, but yes. I'm now down to just 1 pack of cigarettes a week. If you're looking for a heavy smoker, you should talk to Hotaru.
Okay. Yes, a smoker, but he quit
Thank
then.
you, Monsieur
All right.
Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Okay. Now we go to the chefs. There you are, found ya. Yeah.
Another golden mustache to treasure.
Nice. First mustache of the day. What about here? Nothing. Alright. Okay. Restaurant. Oh, book? What's up with you?
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I will report to you as soon as I can.
Now to the kitchen. I must talk to the chefs. Are they on break? Oh, what happened to you, Mr. Hotaru? Hotaru-san.
Monsieur Mori, would you have a few minutes to give me? I have some questions to ask you.
Do I look like I can answer
Oh,
questions?
shit.
The room is spinning. My head is about to explode.
You were celebrating last night?
Celebrating when Freya always wins. What am I saying? If you want my answers to your questions to make sense, help me recover. You see there, the magnet on the fridge. That is my special recipe. I call it my day after survival tonic. If you could make me my special tonic, I might survive long enough to answer your questions. Jean knows the recipe very well. He can help you with the preparation.
Very well, Monsieur Maury. If I must, I must. I will make you your day after survival tonic.
Damn, Morty-san, for real? Nationality or Japanese, and a chef. And age. Oh, there you go. Slag. Okay, again. Oh, Japanese chef. 55.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
Damn. Hang in there, Mr. Mori. Alrighty then. I'm gonna make some super special survival tonic. 1 of lemon juice, 15 cl of fresh sparkling water, 6 mint leaves, and 5 cloves. Cloves? I don't know, 5 ginger juice. Fine. Oh wow. Okay, puzzle. Alright. What's this? Huh? What's this? Okay then. Yes? Got the ginger. We need the lemons. Okay.
I'm missing half of the tonic ingredients.
Oh, lemon. But there's a lemon here. Why not here? Oh well. Another... What's this? Yeah. I don't get this. What is this? Okay.
I have all the ingredients for Monsieur Maury's tonic. I have to go and see Monsieur Fauché so he can prepare it for me.
What is this though? I'm confused. Is this some kind of a puzzle? Supposed to be a puzzle? Or no, this is the storage. Nah. Alright, Mr. Fauché. I need your help.
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
Day after survival.
Monsieur Fauché, I need your help to prepare a cocktail.
What is this phrase? This is music to my ears. What can I fix for you? A mojito? A gin and tonic? Or perhaps a martini? Shaken, not stirred?
It's not for me, but for Monsieur Maury.
Ah, his day after survival tonic. Unfortunately, I know it well.
Here is everything that was listed on the magnet.
Excellent! I can take it from here. Mr. Poirot, I'm uncertain about the lemon juice. Is it half a lemon or a full lemon for the recipe?
Half.
Half a lemon.
I can't remember if Hotaru prefers it with ginger or without. Do you remember?
I thought you're good at this. Ginger.
I can assure you that he will want the ginger.
I thought you know this too well, sir. What is this test? Ooh. Nice bartending skill.
There you are, sir. Hotaru will be himself again.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Right. Got the day after survival tonic. Well, my good friend is contemplating something. Monsieur, there you go. Your drink.
Here you go, Mr. Mori. I hope this will help you.
Thank you very much. Please give me a moment while this takes effect. It will be a while, I'm afraid. But I will not move from the kitchen.
Since I have to wait, do you know where I can find Mademoiselle Nielsen?
She is in the staff quarters in the luggage car. If the door is locked, John will have the key.
Thank you. I will return. I hope you have a speedy recovery.
All right. Speedy recovery. In here, storage. Oh, I think this is the first time I have visited the room.
It's locked.
It is locked. Okay. I gotta ask the key. Then. Get well soon. Excuse me. Key and service?
Monsieur Mori told me that you are the one who has the key to open the luggage car door. I will need it.
Yes, that's right. Here it is. Please don't forget to give it back to me.
I will not forget, Monsieur Fauché.
Nice.
I have a favor to ask. Could you visit the passengers who are in their rooms and explain there has been an error with their allergy and diet form?
But, Monsieur Poirot, I made no errors.
Of course not. Call it a computer error.
Yes, it is possible, but even if I can see this is part of your investigation, I do not understand it.
I would ask that you observe which hand each passenger uses.
Ah, you wish to know if they use the right or left hand when they write?
That is my intention.
I will take on this mission for you.
Excellent.
I trust you. Okay. Time to open the area. Oh.
That's it. It's open now.
Nice. Ooh. More stuffs I see.
Empty rum bottles?
I see they've been drinking last night. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Cards. Playing cards.
A deck of
Classic.
cards. I suspect they were reading diamonds and spades instead of books.
Captain Sir. There's this door. Whose bag is this? This one's... Oh! Yes!
You can never have too many of these.
Wahehe. Hi there. Wait, hold. Let me just check my surroundings again. Okay.
Hello, Mademoiselle Nielsen. May I ask you a few questions?
I don't have a minute. My career is ruined, and it's not my fault.
But how did this terrible thing come to pass?
My supplies, passenger luggage, our living space, there is so little room. I gave the cargo handlers in Istanbul strict instructions how to stack my crates containing the ingredients I need for my desserts, so as one box is used up, it can be discarded.
And these fools of cargo handlers did not follow your instructions?
ignored completely. I have 4 crates that must be moved from there to here to correct the order they are stacked. But placing the wrong crate on top of a smaller crate will crush it, its contents, and my career.
Calm yourself, mademoiselle. I understand. So, the problem is these 4 crates must be moved there, but carefully.
Yes. I have to move these 4 boxes from this location to here. But there is not much space to move the boxes, and I have to be careful never to put a bigger box on top of a smaller one, or the smaller crate will be destroyed.
The problem is clear. I shall assist you.
Okay, gray cells. Let's go solve this. Oh. Oh my gosh, this puzzle. Hold. You're here. Stack you there. Okay. No. Almost got it. Almost got it. Whoa.
Et
Okay.
voilà.
Done.
You are a lifesaver.
Or at least a dessert saver.
Thank you, thank you. I will gladly answer your questions.
Last night?
Can you tell me your movements of last night?
Last night after dinner, I stayed in the kitchen until 12:15 a.m. Then I joined Jean and Hotaru in our quarters. Then all of us read quietly in our beds until we fell asleep.
A very studious staff. However, Monsieur Mori doesn't seem to have followed the same literary pursuit as the others. And these rum bottles, do they have something to do with his hangover?
Ho 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 ho. Stayed in the kitchen after dinner, yes. Joined them in the quarters, then read quietly. Fell asleep. Huh?
I rather think that you didn't just read last night.
What makes you say that?
Mr. Mori's empty bottles?
The empty rum bottles. Were their labels part of your reading last night?
My fault. I must have left them there before I put them in the bin. And these are straight from the bar. Our passengers must have drunk them.
I have my doubts. But why would she feel the need to lie?
Mr. Mori's headache.
I spoke to Monsieur Mori. He seemed to be quite hungover. He even asked me to make him his day after tonic. He blurted out, "Freya always wins." Wins what? Looking around, it is clear you were gambling and drinking most of the night.
You don't understand. It's late when we're off duty, but we need to unwind. And now there's been a murder? Yes, I admit it. We went overboard last night. But please don't tell Mr. Book. It's against regulations. We could all be fired.
Mademoiselle, I realize your difficult jobs have been made more difficult. But as you say, there has been a murder. I must have the truth.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
It's not such a crime. I'll leave it there and check in with Monsieur Fauchet.
Write her address.
Would you mind writing your address on this paper? I'm asking everyone on the train for addresses, in case I need to contact them once they leave the train in Paris.
I understand.
Right-handed too.
Yes, that's it. Mademoiselle Nielsen is right-handed.
A smoker?
Do you smoke?
No, I never have.
Thank you.
Okay, that's that.
Thank you for your answers, Miss Nielsen.
You're welcome.
Okay. Now I have to go back to Mr. Mori. Mm-hmm.
How are you?
It's better. Thank you.
Then may I ask you some questions? It will not take long.
Quickly, please. I have hungry passengers to feed.
Last night.
Très bien. Can you tell me your movements last night?
Oh, nothing special. When I went off duty, I joined John and Freya in a compartment. I read for a short while, then went to bed early.
Reading?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure you have recovered enough to tell me the truth. Don't waste what little energy you have recovered to lie, Monsieur Mori.
Yes, sorry, Mr. Poirot. You're right. It obviously wasn't reading that made my head hurt like that. But if you told Monsieur Book, it could mean my job.
I will keep your secret, but I am investigating a murder. You must tell me the truth.
Thank you.
Write his address.
Please, write your address on this paper.
My address? I don't see why.
I think I hear Monsieur Book approaching.
My address? Yes, of course.
Right-handed.
Another right-handed person. Not surprising, most people are.
Unless... Smoker.
You are a heavy smoker.
My job. It is very stressful.
Would you happen to know who vapes on the train? A banana flavor?
Oh, yes. The smell disgusts me. What is wrong with the good tobacco?
I do not have time to answer that. Who is it?
I've only seen one person who vapes. It's Captain Arbuthnot.
Captain Arbuthnot. I see.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mori.
Your testimony was invaluable to me. Thank you. Take care, Monsieur Mori. My palate depends on your good health.
Thank you. Unless the murderer is both left or right-handed. Return the key and service report.
Here is your key. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
About the little favor I asked of you.
Aha, but of course. I was able to get new allergy forms from guests who were in their compartments. Monsieur McQueen, Monsieur Masterman, Count and Countess Andreni, they are all right-handed. I also asked Princess Dragomirov, but she had her assistant, Madame Schmidt, sign for her. She is right-handed as well.
You have exceeded my expectations. Well done. Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Good job. Okay. Now, we have to interrogate Mr. Arbuthnot. What was this room again? 106. 106. This is a long walk. Should I check my room? Maybe the golden mustache is here. Hello. Anything new here? Nothing. Okay. Oh, it could be in Mr. Arbuthnot's room. I can feel it. 106.
Captain Arbuthnot, I know that you are the only person on this train to smoke e-cigarettes. We found a vial of e-liquid at the crime scene. Will you talk to me about this, or should I pass on what I've learned to the police?
All right. Come in if you must.
You sound so defeated, sir. What is wrong? But first, where's the golden mustache? You have it here. You have it here. No? Damn.
I have just a few questions for you.
Very well. Let's hear them.
Meeting with Miss Debenham.
The young English lady, Mademoiselle Debenham, was at the Tocatlian Hotel. Perhaps you met her there?
We exchanged a few words. Fellow Brits abroad, that sort of thing.
Oh, really? Relations with Miss Debenham.
What can you tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham?
Nothing whatsoever. We barely spoke.
The director of the Orient Express, Monsieur Bouc, thinks the assassin is a woman.
And that is enough to accuse her? She had nothing to do with this murder.
How can you be so certain?
The idea is absurd. Ratchet was a perfect stranger to her. She'd never seen him before.
Ah, did she tell you so?
Well, yes, maybe she did. She may have commented once upon his somewhat unpleasant appearance. If a woman is concerned, as you seem to think, to my mind, without any evidence, I can assure you that Miss Debenham could not possibly be implicated.
It is clear that the captain is defending Miss Debenham, a woman he supposedly doesn't know very well.
Last night?
What were you doing last night around 1:15?
1:15? I believe I was still talking to that young American fellow, Mr. McQueen, the secretary of the man who was killed. We were in his compartment.
He was a friend or acquaintance of yours?
No, I never saw him before this journey. We'd hit it off at dinner, and the conversation continued into the early hours.
Until what time was that?
Until 1:45 or so. Then I retired to my room and went to sleep.
Okay. Anything unusual?
There is nothing you can recall last night that in any way struck you as suspicious?
It's nothing. A mere detail.
Allow me to be the judge.
Well, before returning to my room, I went to the lounge car to get a glass of water. When I was passing through the first-class corridor, I noticed that the door, which is just after your room, 201, was not quite closed, and the person who was inside peered out in a furtive sort of way. Then he closed the door quickly. I know there's nothing in that, but it was the furtive way it was done that caught my attention. Struck me as a bit odd.
I understand. Thank you for letting me know.
Write his address.
Could you write down your address here, please?
My address? If you insist.
He is right-handed too.
This man is right-handed.
Oh, vape liquid.
Is this e-cigarette liquid yours?
What flavor is it?
Banana.
Well, that is awkward. That's my flavor of choice. But I have no idea what it was doing there, whatever.
Can you explain how it ended up there?
I have no idea. I never entered the man's room, Poirot. That's the truth.
He sounds innocent.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm done interrogating. Who else should I interrogate? Mind map? Oh, we have a vape liquid conclusion. So, let's importance discovered during the interrogation of Captain Arbuthnot. Is the only person on the train to smoke e-cigarettes. A bottle of vape juice is found at the crime scene. Yeah. The murder apparently took place between midnight and 1:45 a.m. But they were just... Oh yeah, they're still talking at that time. Captain Arbuthnot has an alibi at the time of the crime. I can't accuse Arbuthnot. His alibi protects him despite the liquid found at the crime scene. Conclude.
Captain Arbuthnot is the only passenger to smoke an e-cigarette. Even if this liquid in Ratchet's room is a solid clue, he has an alibi. I cannot accuse him without any other proof. That was easy.
Yeah, now what? Confront Miss Olsen and continue interrogations. Miss Olsen?
Pardon this intrusion, Mademoiselle Olsen, but something you told me earlier confuses me.
Oh, please, come in.
Do you have the golden moustache here? Let me check first. Could be here. No, I don't see it. Alright.
How can you be sure Mademoiselle Debenham was in bed all night?
As I told you, I am a very light sleeper. The slightest noise wakes me up. If Fraulein Debenham had gotten out of her bed, I would have heard her. I got up this morning around 8 a.m. She was sleeping soundly.
A very light sleeper. The slightest noise wakes me up. If Fraulein Debenham had gotten out of her bed, I would have heard her. Got up this morning around 8 a.m. She was sleeping soundly. Huh? Could this be?
She is lying, but why?
Okay, now this one. This one?
Are you certain you would have heard her?
Yes. Why are you asking?
Miss Debenham woke up at 5.
I spoke to Mademoiselle Debenham and she told me that she got up around 5 o'clock in the morning. She opened the door and looked down the corridor. It was then that she saw a woman in a red kimono. How do you explain that?
I think I must have been sleeping very soundly not to have heard it. Oh, but does that make me a suspect?
I am not accusing anyone, mademoiselle. Do not worry. I am just trying to determine what happened last night. Thank you for your testimony. Do you have something to add?
No, Mr. Poirot. I believe I have said everything I intended to.
Okay, you are safe. For now. Alibis. Okay, let's see. Who has an alibi that can be confirmed by another witness? Mr. McQueen was talking with Captain Arbuthnot. Yes, Miss Debenham slept all night, confirmed by Miss Olsen. Mr. Michel went to see Mrs. Hubbard, and Miss Nelson was playing cards with Mr. Maury, Mr. Fosher. Yeah.
Et voilà.
Okay, report to book. Time to talk to him. I don't think Detective Locke is awake yet. Huh? Wait, is this? Okay, nothing. Alright, to the bar lounge we go. Uh-oh. I'm missing a mustache. Uh-oh. Not good. Restaurant. Alright, he's in the restaurant. Ah, my good friend. How are you holding up?
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
The murder weapon.
There is no trace of the murder weapon on the train, as yet. The killer could have hidden it anywhere.
It must be somewhere.
Indeed, as you say, it must be somewhere.
Now the wielder of the knife.
According to Dr. Constantine's report, the stab wounds were made by at least one right-handed and one left-handed person, and with different strength. For the moment, everyone I have checked is right-handed. It is impossible to draw any conclusions as yet. However, I still have a few people to interrogate, notably the Russian princess.
You still have many avenues to explore?
Indeed, the case is far from over, mon ami.
The vape smoker.
I identified the person responsible for the bottle of liquid for the vape found at the crime scene.
So, this is our culprit? Do we hold him?
No, unfortunately, this bottle belongs to Captain Arbuthnot, but he has an alibi, confirmed by Monsieur McQueen for the time of the murder.
Monsieur Bouc, Monsieur Poirot.
Michel, calm down.
Oh.
But it's Mrs. Hubbard. She says she found the murder weapon in her room. She's very upset.
Let's go, Poirot.
Find Mrs. Hubbard. $204.
I demand to be allowed to leave this train!
Madame, we are in the mountains, trapped in a snowdrift.
Stating the obvious, there is a murderer among us. He had the audacity to hide his weapon in my room.
Please, Madame Hubbard, take a deep breath and tell us what occurred.
Okay, the knife.
Where did you find the knife?
I wanted to get a handkerchief from my purse, and when I opened it, I saw it! A bloody knife! Am I next to be murdered?
I very much doubt the murderer would give you his weapon.
What do you mean?
Madame, he would have used it.
Oh, I have it!
Did you touch the knife?
Did you touch the knife?
Of course not! What a question!
I will take that as a no.
Okay, good. Now. Do you have the golden mustache here? I'm looking. I am looking. No, I don't see it. Okay, fine. Right. So this is your purse. Oh, damn.
Is this knife the real murder weapon, or is it a red herring?
Wow.
Is this knife the real murder weapon, or is it a red herring?
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Mrs. Hubbard is distraught, Poirot. I should stay with her. Please go on without me.
I have every right to be distraught. Thank you, Mr. Book.
Well, I guess I'll just leave you two then. Okay. Now we prove the knife is the murder weapon. Red herring. We go back to this room. Yes. No. Oh, maybe to the doctor? I will go back to Detective Locke's room then. Oh, not. Whoopsie. 105. Yeah. The knife.
Dr. Constantine, we may have found our murder weapon. We need to make certain.
There is a pretty quick way to be sure. I have estimated the depth of the wounds. You can easily find the depth of each wound by comparing the width. There are 5 of them that I am not sure about. Test them, and then we will compare our results.
I will do as you say, Doctor.
Ooh. I must compare the size of the wounds to the width of the knife blade. This one. Would it be this one? Okay.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Maybe close like that. Okay. Next is this seems shorter. Okay. 7 more.
No,
Okay.
not good.
How about that?
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Still
I
7.
do not think that's the right answer.
Around this
I must admit I'm not right this time.
5. Okay.
That's the right answer. What do you think, Doctor? Is this knife really the murder weapon?
There can be no doubt. You found the same depths as the estimates I made during the preliminary autopsy. I can assure you that you hold in your hands the weapon that took Ratchet's life.
Oh, she's awake.
Thank you. I feel way better now.
The rest gave you time to sleep off most of the effects of the drug.
I'm still a bit groggy.
That's understandable.
Are you able to continue your story now?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Where was I?
You were explaining how you returned to the Armstrong house to tell them their poor little child was dead.
Yes, that's it. I felt helpless. My part in the case was officially over, but I knew I couldn't let it go. Daisy deserved justice.